Hello, this is Kelly from Root Pursuit Junk Journals, and I'm working on a little mini journal here. I have this that I've kind of prepared so far, and I will create another one to show you how I did it, but the image on here is just a digital. It's part of my mini notebooks, notepads, digital. I will leave the link to that in the description below. Here's another one that I have, so I'm just going to trim it. I suppose I could use my trimmer, because why not? And they're just real tiny. They're so tiny. And yeah, they're little marbled, antique marbled paper digitals. Kind of like those little, that background is cute. Yeah, so just trim these off, and then I like to back it with some cardstock to give it a little strength, stability. And I'm just going to ink that. This little bit here. I suppose I could put the cardboard on and then ink it. That would probably work too. I think I might trim a little of that off. A little bit more. There we go. Yep, life's been pretty busy lately. Crazy busy. Can't seem to get a whole lot done. Well, I'm getting a whole lot done, just not as much junk journal stuff as I would like. Stu, that's how she goes sometimes, right? So I'm just going to use this. It's like gray cardstock. Glue that on there. Using my art glitter glue. Just maybe try to smooth it out a little bit. And do it before it all dries. It dries so fast, which is nice most of the time. I don't know where my burnishing tool is. I'll look for it while I'm doing. I have this one. This one might work. It's not the best, but it works. Actually, it's starting to grow on me. I didn't really realize. Yeah, that's probably better to do it this way. And then trim it. And then ink it. There we go. But like the other one, it was a little, that cardstock was a little bit inside that border. So this way is better. And it's right up against the edge. That is better. I'm just going to ink that all around. Make it nice and grungy looking. Try not to bend it too much, although this is kind of bent anyway, so it makes it look authentic, right? Yeah. Using my vintage photo. I don't know, did you guys hear a rumor about Hobby Lobby and they're getting rid of their Tim Holtz stuff? I don't know. I heard the rumor, and when I went, they had stuff on clearance, but there wasn't much there, and there not much on clearance, but there wasn't much Tim Holtz stuff. Like, it was almost an empty display. So I don't know what's happening. I hope that's incorrect. Anyway, so there's that, and I have little labels. My free digital, it's just a bunch of you know, it looks like this, and they're just different, all these different words that mean notes, inspiration, thoughts, anything that means sort of like writing. things like that, in different fonts and different sizes. And then sometimes I print them on different papers. So, what should we do here? We could do testimony. That might be fun. Let's try that. I don't think I've even used that one before. Sort of different little background on that. Oh, it's right in front of me. Silly me. And then, since this is like a grungy kind of a notebook, then I'm gonna just ink this up a little bit. I don't know, I don't even know. This is like tumble dry, tumble dye, like, you know, tie-dye. You gonna squirt? Oh, that was not good. And that's what we're doing. And grungy. That stuff is dark. Okay then, I got a little lighter stuff here. Not a whole lot lighter, but let's just do a little spritz. Wow, you can hardly see it. That's okay. I've got this little Distress Oxide spray. We'll try that. Yeah, that's gooder. That's more gooder. Okay. I'm gonna let that be to do its thing. That's fun. So that's how I did this. But this is the one that's going on this journal. I took a bunch of dyed paper. I also found this like lined paper that you could use. It's kind of got that yellowed look to it. You can tea stain these if you wanted to get them grungy, or you can leave them plain. Doesn't matter. And I got it all over. That's okay. There. Okay. So now we've got our little jean paper. Oh yeah, look at that. Did to my hand. Maybe a little more wet wipe. La la la. There we go. Now we got her. So this jean handmade paper, I used it all for the whole thing, and it's lovely paper and perfect to journal on. Folded one of them up so I have a little built-in pocket there. I glued my scraps together for one signature page. Here's another one that's glued scraps. Another little bottom pocket. There's that fun piece. A little side pocket glued down. I think I have one more side pocket, I believe, if I didn't tear it off. Who knows? We'll see. Nope, I tore it off. Well, whatever. So there. That is what I would call a signature, and a single signature. I have this lovely waxed thread, highly sought after for book binding. Got my little needles here. So that's pretty handy. I need my awl. Where's your awl? I don't know. All right, should I check my tools? You know what? Here's an awl. What is going on with this thing? I don't know. Yeah, that's an awl. What do you got going on there? I have no idea. Okay, so now when I do this, I just like you probably only need the 2-hole stitch, but I just like the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna get my binding clip. This is definitely an ode to Jean, because this is a little binding clip she gave me. Isn't it cute? And it's got that flat piece in the middle. It's perfect for doing books and papers. Anyway, we're gonna pop some holes, and I just do it so it's like facing upward. I used to do it and I'd like jam it into my table and then get a big hole there. No, you can just turn the whole thing, do it up into the air. Yep. Works great. So there. Okay. And it just makes me feel better if I'm matching my holes up. Oh, are you okay? I don't know. Something got discombobulated. Okay. I want all those papers. So when you do this, all those papers go down as tight as they possibly can go. Hopefully we didn't mess up our previous holes. You never want to take your clip off in the middle of your binding. It messes up your holes. So I'm just gonna okay, we're good. It didn't, no harm came. But, you know, we just wing it. I want my strings to be on the outside because they're gonna be not visible on the outside, which is how I want that today. Some of these little journals, I don't really want like a spine dangle or something. I mean, you can leave a little bit of this to have like a little spine dangle or something, but is that right? No, I did that incorrectly. Hold on. It's the other way, silly. So if I come in through the back, it'll end up with my dangles on the outside. That's how I want it. Stop doing it the wrong way. Wow, I almost did it again, even as I was saying it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here we go. You don't need much. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm supposed to be the expert. You're the expert. Act like it. I'm not really an expert. I'm just winging it. But I have made a lot of journals. You can't really tell, but I have. Is that how I'm supposed to do it? Yes. And then I go all the way down to the bottom. It's been a while. It has been a while. Can you tell? All right, my hole's all fooped up. Fooped up? Yep, I fooped it up. Okay. Can you go in that way? No. There we are. Whew. Now we're coming through the middle. All right, we made it. We made it all the way through. We made it. Is that it? Yep. Plenty of extra. Plenty. Where's my scissors? Get this out of the way. We don't need that anymore. All right, here we go. Give it a good pull. Make sure everything's nice and snug. And then put each string on one side and underneath the string. Then we give it a tie. And we give it another tie. And yes, I was in the middle of another journal, and then I ditched it to do this journal, because that's how I roll. It's called ADHD. Now, I was considering how I would do this for a single signature, and I decided that I can pick anything for the back. I'll just use this and then glue a pretty piece of paper on the back. That's all fine and dandy, but I need to attach this cover to this signature. Now, normally someone would do like cardstock spine. We're not gonna do that now. We're just gonna do like a little fabric spine, maybe. Do you have some fabric? Probably. I had it. I was like standing right here. Ooh, you know what I could use? When I was at Hobby Lobby, I got this stuff. It was on sale. Ooh, tore that. Well, whatever. This light blue, kind of in love with it. The rest of the colors I bought, they were okay. But this one, this chiffon, it's delightful. I'm not even gonna try to untie that knot. We're just giving her a trim. Giving it the old trim. Yeah. I know when you first saw these, like you could buy them on like Temu. That's where I first saw these. And on Amazon and stuff. But now it's just, now you can get them at Hobby Lobby. They didn't know we love them so much. All right, so there's that. And I think I'm just gonna glue that on. I'm gonna use my fabric glue, which I have plenty of. Some aliens. Nope, not that one. That's never been opened. Oh, just an open one. I like this Hobby Lobby Aliens No Sew fabric glue. I paid $1.99 for this at Hobby Lobby, and it works brilliant. Now, should I just? I think I should make. Let's make the other one first. That makes more sense, right? Yes. So frame out this guy. Say this is the size that you need to be. Whoop, scraps. Flying scraps. Okay. Line up your scissors. Cut a straight line. You can measure it too. Don't forget, you can always measure, or you can trace it. Tracing works. Okay. Okay, that's just a little. So my method of cutting, it's not always perfect. A lot of times it is perfect, but a lot of times it isn't, and that's okay because it saves me time from measuring. So, you know, it's about life and choices, and that just happens to be mine. And you can make your choices. So there. That's a great thing about, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Like a little postcard on the back, like that. That could be lovely. Would that match? I think that's a great idea. I'm for it. Okay. I thought I wasn't gonna like any. Don't glue the table. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna like any of that in that book, but it was right there. It was like convenient. But turns out, did I put my little spatula away? Where is it? Oh, it's over. That makes everything glue better, but then sometimes it dries before I can get the doggone paper on there. It's like a catch-22. Okay. Burnish. Oh yeah, there's like a nice little crackle of the paper when you use this. It's very satisfying. Not gonna lie to you, it's very satisfying. So there. Yeah, life's busy lately. Trying to get everything done. Not succeeding. Not succeeding at all. Getting a lot done, yes. I'm not being lazy or anything like that, but there is some inefficiency happening. That's true. Whew. I ended up ordering some vitamins that are designed to help with ADHD, attention. So I've never been diagnosed, but it's like no secret that I have attention problems. And I never really paid much attention to it because I have no attention. But even if I had, you know, I mean, it didn't used to be that you just didn't worry about it too much. And now that my children have been diagnosed, both of them, all of them, you know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, well, I guess there are things I could do. So, you know. Okay, so this, now I can spritz this one. Now this time I'm going to try, I don't want to spritz my whole table. I'm just going to put a little of this paper on my table. Not that my table really cares, but I just feel a little safer. Because remember how close I got last time? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, kind of impressive. Let's just do this. Woo. That's nuts. That might be too much to do paper with. I just need to, oh my gosh, it even got this far. Look at that. You see that? It spritzed all over that. It spritzed all over my little, which is fine. That's not bad, actually. That's actually nice. Inadvertent spritzing. Okay, clean your table, because it's fun. Yeah, so that happened. Now this paper is real fun. Alrighty then, let's go with this one instead. That's much better. So we'll just dry that up, that. Okay. Not that I really care if this table's like gooey, but you know. Yeah, when I had that white down, everything did not look great. Like this is like, okay, it's grungy. It's supposed to be grungy, so it doesn't matter. All right, so that one, we're not using that. But anyway, we are using this. It doesn't matter which way. So if I close the book, that's nice. Yes, in the left. I like it. Does that make sense? It's gonna have to. If I did it like this, then it would be like that. Yeah, that's better. It is. Okay. Now we're gonna glue this down. Dun, dun, dun. And now we're ready for you, Mr. Glue. I know. Are we sure? Yes. Okay. Double check. No, the glue isn't ready. I'm very generous with my fabric glue. If you didn't know this about me, it's true. I like to smooth it down. That way there's a nice even coat. So if there is any discoloration from the glue, you can't really tell because it's all even. So that's my little trick for gluing. And I feel like we could have a little bit of a gap in there. That would be fine and dandy. Is that okay? Does it matter? I don't know. There. Burnish? Let's give it a go. Okay, burnishing is not the way. Then we'll clean up our mess. Ooh, look at me clean up my messes today. Just the gooey ones, not the paper messes. I am cleaning up after myself excessively today. What's going on? I think that's how I want to do it. And then, yeah. Oh, I need to wait for that to dry before we start futzing around with it. Okay, make sure it's glued down. Dun, dun, dun. I think we're gonna have to let that dry because if I do this and then I bend it, away from it. So we're gonna let that dry a minute, and then we're gonna glue this also in there. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Maybe I'll take another strip on each side and attach it like that. That's what I'm gonna do. But first, we're gonna let it dry. So I really can't leave things alone. So just so you know. And while it was drying, I decided to sand this edge of this little label because it was a little bit high gloss and it wasn't letting me ink it. So I just kind of, and that worked really well. And it was going very well until I decided to wipe the edge with this wet wipe that I used to wipe up this tumble dries. So I got a little dark mark there. Yep. So that now you know why all of my journals have to be grungy. They just have to. No, I mean, there's always ways to fix stuff. There really is, but it's a lot easier when you just make it grungy. And I know I'm supposed to be like, oh, that was on purpose, but it's just not my style. It's not real. It's not real. So yeah, I'm just honest. That's the way it goes. So we can put this little blue stuff on. But first we'll put the glue on. And we already know all about the glue. Oop, dipped my hand in it. The one over here. Yes, I did. I just love this spatula so much more than... Oh, I could do it along here too. I don't have to though, so I'm not going to. So put that in there, right in the middle. I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to try to tuck it in there before I apply it to here and see how that works. Theoretically, it shouldn't be flying all over the place, as long as once we get the other piece of chiffon on the other side in place, then we should be good to go. Now, get this guy. More glue. Smooth. Start here, and then we'll kind of tuck it in. Just goes where it wants to go. But I think that's nice to kind of avoid putting any extra glue on the spine. That way it'll keep that part nice and soft, but still very secure for a journal. So we're gonna need to put something in there, like maybe a little plastic bag, so that these don't glue together. This little guy should work. And that is how we can let that dry. I might just leave that one open, and then when it dries, then I'll pull open the other one. And that should just about do it for this little journal. And easy peasy, really, and very nice feel to it. Nice size. It's so tiny. I don't know. I'm assuming you can tell how tiny it is, but let's measure it. Is this a real measuring device? It looks like... I don't think it is a real measuring device. Let's just go with a real ruler. Okay, we'll do inches, because why not? 5 inches by 3.5. So 3.5 by 5. That's what we've got on this lovely day. Now I have to leave it open. You can do it. So I will have this journal for sale in my Etsy shop if you are interested in purchasing it. I will put the price in the description below. I will put the whether or not it's sold or if it's still available. That way you don't have to go clicking on it and then find out it's gone and then wonder if it's really gone or if it was ever listed. So that's what I do, because sometimes I forget, and so if it doesn't say available or sold, that means I haven't listed it yet. But I'm getting better at it, so I just figure it's good to give you a little heads up. So the other things that'll be in the description below are my freebie on my Ko-fi site with the text letters in different fonts, or the text sentiments, that's what I meant to say, and the other digital for the cover and all the different covers. So it's quite a few pages of these mini covers. Do we want to show you all the other ones? Here they are. We'll just kind of spritz through them real quickly. Some of them are very tiny. I suppose you could expand them if you wanted to make some of them bigger, but they really are, like, there's even a tiny one of that. And I suppose you could blow them up on your printer if you wanted to. Some of, oh, these are all repeats. But this one's a, nope. And they just make cute little notebooks. That's why I call them mini notebooks. But this is like the biggest size that there is. That was my printing, not dance stuff. It's little antique pages, theater, there's that, and those. Okay, so that is what they are. They're pretty cute. Ooh. Just thought I'd add some wonderful goodies to this. So this is how it's turned out. I'll just do a little quick flip through. Pockets have been glued down. Actually, all the pages are 2 pockets in here. Thought it would be fun to put a little something on that page that you can kind of peek through there. That would be cute. And here we go. And then that's the back side of it. So it might be fun to, I think this little brown tie would be lovely. Let's see how it looks. Scooch it up a little bit. Oop, tied it too tight. Yeah, that's quite cute. Okay, good. Well, then, before I do that, I'm going to add a few things to it. Let's see here. Some papers, maybe, to the pockets. Oh, this one's a little big. So that someone could add some goodies. There's a couple of whale tail tabs, some stamps, some number, just little pretties, things like that, some labels. Try some bigger things in there. Oh, another cute little stamp. Go down in there. Little labels. A bird, little papers, labels. How about an owl? That's cute. Oh, and isn't this pretty? Little doily, some little goodies. This flower is cute. And, oh, we'll add these. This one? Nah. This, I think, would look really cute on the front. Just like that. Let's do that. Yeah, that's very nice. It's like I think it's like a cigar label. I don't know, pure linen fabric. I would say not a cigar label then. What was that? Very good. So then there's some goodies in there you can use to decorate with. I have the little seam binding tie. We'll bring it up this way, I think. And that is a cute little journal. Just like that. Back. I quite like that. And as always, thanks for coming along. And I'll talk to you later.